Good morning. Today I'd like to share with you Proverbs 17. Better is a dry morsel with quietness than a house full of festering with strife. A wise servant will rule over a son who causes shame and will share an inheritance among the brothers. The refining pot is for silver and the furnace for gold, but the Lord will test your heart. The endeavor gives heed to false lips, and a liar listens eagerly to a spiteful tongue. A key point in Proverbs 17:5: He who mocks the poor reproaches his maker. He who is glad at calamity will not go unpunished. That's truth of wisdom. Children's children are the crown of old men, and the glory of children is in their father. Excellent speech is not to become to a fool, much less lying lips to a prince. A present is precious stone in the eyes of its possessor. Wherever he turns, he prospers. In 17, Proverbs 9, he who confers transition seeks love, but he who repeats a matter separates friends. That's truth in Proverbs 17:9. Rebuke is more effective for a wise man than 100 blows on a fool. An evil man seeks rebellion, therefore a cruel messenger will be sent against him. Let a man meet a bear robbed of her cubs, rather than a fool in his folly. Whoever rewards evil for good, evil will not depart from his house. 17 Proverbs 14. The beginning of strife is like releasing water, therefore stop contention before quarrel starts. That deals with anger. He who justifies the wicked and he who condemns the just, both of them alike are the abomination to the Lord. Why is there in the hand of a fool the purchase prince of wisdom, since he has no heart for it? A friend loves at all times, and a brother is born for adversity. A man devoted to understanding shakes hands in pledge, and becomes surety in his friend. He who loves transition loves strife, and he who exalts his gate seeks destruction. Another word for thought. He who has deceitful heart finds no good, and he who has preserved tongue falls into evil. He who begets a scoffer does so to his sorrow, and is father of a fool of no joy. A merry heart does good like medicine, but a broken spirit dries the bones. A wicked man accepts a bribe behind the back to pervert the ways of justice. Wisdom is in the sight of him who has understanding, but the eyes of a fool are on the ends of earth. A foolish son is grief to his father, and bitterness to her who bore him. Also to punish the righteousness is not good, nor to strike prince for their uprightness. He who has knowledge spares his words, and a man of understanding is calm of spirit. Even a fool is counted wise when he holds his peace. When he shuts his lips, he is considered perspective. That's Proverbs 17, very short today. And then I want to go into God's daily wisdom for us. And it's called walking with wisdom. Walk with the wise and become wise, for a companion of fools suffers harm. Proverbs 13:20. Do you have a wise woman or man who you confide in? Is there someone your dad or mom, a business associate or teacher, to whom you can go for objective advice based on the Bible? In our humility to learn, we have harvested good sense of wisdom. Gaining God's perspective is not one time event, but a lifetime of learning on others to grow in our understanding. Wisdom comes from walking with the wise, not flirting with fools. Good people engage with good company. There is not a separation in being influenced by skilled people with seedy morals during the week and hearing a sermon on Sundays. Do not be misled. Bad company corrupts good character. 1 Corinthians 15:33. In the stead, there is intentionally towards integrity. You seek out the wise or you ask the wise more. If you may call her for counsel, wisdom walks with willing and participates who obey. I ask you, beware of the fools who talk fast but do not follow through. They may be aware of what is right and can talk the talk, but if they fail to walk the walk, they ignore integrity. Fools eventually damage relationships. Fools' behaviors will come back to bite you. So avoid its influence. What seems like innocent fun eventually inflicts the suffering and harms hearts of those. Fools are anti-wisdom. Fools despise wisdom and discipline. Proverbs 1:7. So where can you find wise companions? Look for them in church or respected leadership roles in the community. Vet the resume of the wise living by observing their spouses' countenance, watching how they love their children, and studying their financial management. Jettison foolish friends so you have the capacity to walk with the wise. Ask, am I growing in wisdom or floundering in the world with fools? A wise ruler once said, it is better to be heed the rebuke of the wise person than listen to the song of fools. Do I know a wise leader whose circle of influences I can join today? Related readings to this would be in Genesis 13:12-13, Ruth 2-23, and Acts 2:42, and 2 Thessalonians 3-14. If you want to look further in to the daily wisdom of the devotional. Also want to talk about the devil. The devil's like a roaring lion, always out there. So humble yourself by the meaning and the mighty hand of God. His hand represents his plan. You can't see his hand, but you can feel it. You have the upper hand, and it's called God's hand. And he is leading you, and he has a plan. I just wanted to pass that on today and bless you all during this beautiful Monday. And I ask God to watch over my brothers and sisters and draw them closer to the spiritual world, to the spiritual walk, and to grow in their faith, and to most of all, grow closer to you, Jesus. I just wanted to pass that on to you all today. I hope you all have a blessed Monday, and God bless you. See you tomorrow.